What's going on, guys? Vic coming back to you with another Gamecase Lite video. There's a lot of videos in one day that I'm doing. In this video, we're going to talk about the save and the load feature, and we're going to talk about Street Fighter V on this. Let's first talk about the save and load feature. So we're back on our Gamecase Lite Edition. We're going to load up Hyperspin. Again, the first thing I'm going to show you is the load and the save feature. On your laptop, I'm gonna, right now on Scott's, I have to print it, but I will have a label here that will say save F8 and load F5. Most of the systems, I should say most of them, yeah, we can say the safe word is most. Most of the systems have a save and a load feature, mostly like the Super Nintendo, the Segas. MAM doesn't have that, but usually everything else has. Let's load up Super Nintendo, just to give you an idea on that. Let's do Super Mario World. Again, we're going to go into the game. We press that button one time and one time only. Again, only one time. That's it. I'm going to actually show you and zoom in. Right there, you can see it. Unable to load. The only reason you see that is because I don't have a save state set. So essentially, if you want to save a game and you want to come back to it from your exact point, I forgot which one it is, but I believe it's F5. Let me see. Yes. Okay. F5 is to save, and F8 is to load. Now check this out. When you press F5, it says there's state 0 saved. Now if I press F8, it actually loads the same exact point that I saved. Every system has it, except for MAM, you know, the main actual system. So this right now, let's say I'm done playing and I want to save this exact spot. You press F5, you'll save it. If I do F8, we're back. It's everything literally the same exact way. Let's see, like this. See, if I press F8 and load my last game, it's exactly that. So keep that in mind. This does actually have the save and the load states. Again, I will be putting a label here that will tell you exact buttons and all that. Let's exit out. Let's talk about Street Fighter V. I'm going to hold down my X. We're back in. Let's exit out. Now, the main thing to understand about Street Fighter V, this is the only Street Fighter. Street Fighter V, it's a very known game that it's a pain in the butt to say. Again, keep in mind with the program Joy to Key. Joy to Key is the whole keyboard reanalyzing. If you launch Street Fighter V in Hyperspin, it's not going to work correctly. Like if I do my button A, it'll react to player 2. It won't work correctly. The best thing I say for Street Fighter V is to exit Hyperspin altogether. When you exit, definitely close Joy to Key. You definitely want to close that. Now, as you notice, it's actually on the desktop, the Street Fighter V shortcut. So if you do want to load up Street Fighter V, your best bet is to load it directly from the desktop. Avoid Hyperspin, only because the Joy to Key messes it up entirely. Again, that's why I have the Street Fighter V on the desktop. This way it avoids the whole mismatching of the buttons and all that. Only Street Fighter V. That's the only one it does it on. Again, that's really Joy to Key interfering with everything. Again, this is a PC-based game, so let it load up. Just to touch up on PC-based games, let me see, is this the first time I'm loading this? Just to touch up on PC-based games, you have to physically go into like an exit game button. You won't be able to hold down or... I was looking for an online connection. Hang on. There we go. Now we're okay. Everything works with the controller. Again, all PC games, they will have a exit. And there you go. That's Street Fighter V, saving and loading.